conference time for the traveling Golden State Warriors today. I'd like to welcome you to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan to call the game with our analysts Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Thunder making a quick stop here in front of their home crowd of Oklahoma City, just one game before heading back out on the road.
You know, this is the second game of the home and away. They lost on the road in the first meeting, and now in this next game, they're at home looking to redeem that loss.
And they'll be working hard tonight because they do not want to get swept in these two games, especially at home in the second leg.
And now the Golden State Warriors starters. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson. They're in the backcourt. Barnes and Green are the forward set. And it's Bogut in at the 5 down low. The tray. And the Warriors get it back. On its way from Curry for 2. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
3 misses to start the game. Still trying to break the seal on that hoop. Tell you what, he's not an easy guy to stop when he's got his sight on the rim.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
Did he just go chop chop there with that one-hand tomahawk slam?
And Dion Waiters, the bucket on the assist by Westbrook. Waiters got his first bucket in this one.
Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
And Greg, I love the fact he's always in control. Even though he's going at breakneck speed, he still maintains his body control.
That's good.
You know what? That's what you like to see. A perfect pass leading him right into the shot. Didn't even have to break stride.
And it's Dion Waiters with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Curry gets the bucket.
And guys, one thing that we were treated with last year was Steve Kerr's great quotability in post-game interviews and pressers. He said all the right things and deflected praise like a coach who had done it for many years.
Shot clock at 6. And it's Klay Thompson with the rebound.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark. And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant. And this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Bogut the pass to Barnes. Thompson for 3.
And how about the interior defense here early on? They have really shut down the middle.
And that's always your first priority defensively, Greg, and I think they're doing a nice job.
There's Green with the 3. It's hauled in by Adams. And Kerr is so good with the media because, Greg, he was a media member himself for so long. You know that as well as anybody. Clark, I don't think he ever tried his hand at broadcasting, though. I can't see him doing that, could you?
Yeah, right,
No.
Right. Yeah, he probably just drone on as a broadcaster and would rarely contribute anything of note. Some guys have what it takes to call games, and Steve just doesn't quite scratch me as that kind of guy.
No.
Substitution for the Warriors. Maurice Spates.
Different look here for the Warriors. Spates checked in for Bogut. Iguodala comes in for Harrison Barnes. Leandro Barbosa, he's checked in for Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Curry. Shots good by Iguodala. Westbrook kicks to Adams. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. The pass to Westbrook. Durant for 3. Durant with another miss.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Here's Spates. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Anderson Varejão's checked in for Draymond Green. And Adams with the slam.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
30 seconds left to play here in the first. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Out of bounds, Oklahoma City takes possession. There's 21 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Now Westbrook. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Takes a three. And we reach the end of the first. Up 8. And back in a moment as we'll get her. Away with quarter number 2. All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle steps for the Thunder?
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
And I really think you've got to love the way they've protected the rim today. I mean, a good number of blocks in the first half.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. Taking a look at the Thunder. On the perimeter, it's Waiters and Durant. The rugged duo of Ibaka and Adams in the middle. And it's Westbrook in the 1 spot. The Thunder leading by 9. Outside Durant. Oh, he jams it right over Draymond Green. Wow.
Tell you what, he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Absolutely insane with that dunk.
Well, now they're starting to rub it in, aren't they? Have build up a lead, and here we go, folks. It's showtime.
That was a Kodak moment right there. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys on the ropes. Probably wasn't the shot they were looking for, but they'll take the bucket.
Waiters dishes to Durant. He's now made half of those 10 shots in the game. That's his 5th basket.
And just a little bit ragged defensively there, Clark.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. They want to keep rolling here following the win against the Thunder.
And how about the game plan that was constructed for that one? I mean, it was apparent how powerless the D was to stop it.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. I mean, they just didn't have an answer for anything they threw at them.
That's his first personal foul.
We know Oklahoma City has the stars, the big names, the offensive flair. But, you know, Greg, this team, and you appreciate this, is a very tough defensive group.
Yeah, I think they've matured in that area. In the past, that wasn't always true. But last year, the Thunder really hung their hat on their defense. Top 10 in opponents' field goal percentage.
Kevin, here's where the Warriors rank in the NBA over the last month. First in scoring. First in assist. And they have definitely learned the finer points of transition basketball. I mean, they own the most fast break points in the NBA.
And you go back to their offense, the most explosive in the league. I mean, everyone talks about the great offense beating great defenses. And I tell you what, they make it difficult to hang with them. And for a long time in the NBA, the stretch 4 was kind of the anomaly and not the standard. Now it seems that you are the rare power forward if you can't hit a 3. Very few traditional power forwards now in the NBA.
And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. Thompson from long range. And that's out of bounds. Golden State will retain possession.
Golden State ball.
And now the 2K leaderboard, a list of the teams that have rebounded the ball tremendously over the last 10 games. Second, the Thunder.
What a show of strength in terms of rebounding. I mean, they've really controlled the glass here of late, playing with some extreme physicality.
And the Warriors making a change here. Rush is checked in. With the stretch 4 and the need for shooting at the position, they don't need to be a three-point threat, but they do need to be able to hit a mid-range jump shot.
Yeah, well said. I think you need to have guys that can make perimeter shots to create space. Game's evolving to a space out the floor type game and shot making.
Basketball in store for you here at Quicken Loans Arena in downtown Cleveland, Ohio. It's the home of the Cavs, live on 2K Sports. Looking at the last game for the Houston Rockets, it was a loss to Chicago and the Bulls in the Windy City.
Just not a disciplined performance defensively in that game, guys. A lot of silly fouls hurt them throughout.
I think lack of discipline is the right phrase, Greg. I mean, a lot of silly fouls, and they did that even when they were in foul trouble.
Here's the starting group for Houston. Motiejunas and Howard, the post pair. Everly and Harden, they're the backcourt. And it's Ariza in the 3 spot. James has a 2-pointer. Good D by Ariza. And here they go for the finish.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and we could see right there why he does.
And the Rockets have lost out on some free agent wars the past few years. They have remained competitive, but you wonder what could have been if they landed or kept some of those big names.
And here are the Cavaliers. 4-point game. Their last game, a win against Boston, looking to carry it into this one.
And the way they attacked the basket in that game was unreal. I mean, after a while, the defenders seemed to just wave the white flag.
Yeah, like you said, I mean, that's what will happen when a team continues to attack the basket and come away with layups. The defense tends to get demoralized and deflated.
And here's Love for 3. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night. Now the dish to Howard. Can't get it to go. And Cleveland will come the other way. They won their last game against the Rockets in Houston.
Yeah, really ratcheted up the pressure in their last matchup, getting steals and just creating havoc defensively.
And frankly, I mean, that was sloppy play on the other side's part. But not all of them. They put the screws to them, that's for sure.
The drive by James. And the basket good.
And I tell you what, anytime you get those easy ones, that basket starts to get bigger.
Howard dishes to Beverly. Off target with his three. For Cleveland, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. And it's Smith missing.
That was almost a highlight reel play, but they couldn't quite sync up.
Pass to Howard. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Thompson's checked in. And stolen by Howard. Ariza kicks to Motiejunas. Beverly against Love. Here's Ariza. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. Ariza's got his second basket. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for Houston.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard, playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
Yeah, the other thing, though, is they have attacked in the open floor. They're definitely getting a lot of easy ones that way.
The Cavaliers shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. A different look now for Cleveland. Channing Frye's checked in for Love. Shumpert comes in for James. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Kyrie Irving. Houston with a big group substitution here. Capella's checked in. Smith comes in for Motiejunas. Brewer is checked in for Trevor Ariza. And it's Terry in for Patrick Beverly. Terry outside. Smith the pass to Harden. 6 on the shot clock. Brewer is just to Harden. Smith outside. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got his 4th assist in this one.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers.
You know what? They just are in a funk right now offensively. A good time to maybe come up with a play to get them a good look.
Well, most coaches, usually have a go-to speech or tactic that they can use when they need it most. So we'll see if that's the case here.
Richard Jefferson, he's checked in for Cleveland. Now here's Shumpert. He averages a bit over 6 points a game.
Boy, he shows a lot of desire when he's fighting for that tough board. And his length doesn't hurt either.
6-second difference between shot and game clock. It's deflected. Harden against Jefferson. Harden kicks to Howard. He feeds it to Ariza. It's hauled in by Frye.
All the defender had to do there was just stay close to him, and he did.
Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. Rocked by 10. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Quicken Loans Arena. And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. And guys, for the Rockets, what jumps out to you from a numbers standpoint?
I just think that from an intensity standpoint, their defense has really been the key. It's been the catalyst as they've been able to disrupt their opponent's offense.
Absolutely. I mean, they've been much more intense defensively. And their defense not only has been intense, but it's been swarming and saran wrap like.
And a moment now to reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So on the floor for Cleveland. Down low, it's Love and Mozgov. Matthew Dellavedova is up there with Kyrie Irving. And it's James in at the 3, the small forward. Here's Mozgov.
Just a terrific effort on the offensive glass. That's how they're going to cut into this lead.
And Greg, a dunk like that is sure to give them a spark.
Which is a spark they desperately need, Kevin. They've got to ramp up the intensity.
And rejection by McDaniels. Lets it go from deep. Again, the miss by Beasley. Irving from long range. James, the pass to Mozgov. And pushing it up is Houston Rockets again in transition.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some great offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
J.R. Smith's checked in for Cleveland. Houston making some changes. The Cavaliers trail by 14. From deep, James. And the shot is good. LeBron's got 5.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
The kick out to Irving. Clock at 6. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
You know, it hasn't always been the case in the NBA, but parity is at a great spot right now. Every team can compete for a title or end up last in their conference, it seems. It's something the NBA wanted and ultimately now has achieved.
And speaking of NBA parity, it's impossible to go from last to first in a single year, but it can happen in a 3-year span.
And that's all you really want from a fan's perspective, hope. To illustrate the parity, all 4 teams in the conference finals from last year were different from the year before.
James kicks to Love. Pass to Irving. Kicks it out to Love. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. Love's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
You know what? I think he thinks he can make a few improvements to how things are going on right now.
Yeah, and you know, coaches always are looking for ways to tweak things and change it up a little bit, no matter what the situation is. That's what coaches do.
Rockets leading by 9. Beverly dishes to Moniunas. Harden outside. And the pass to Moniunas. Will not go. This is off the front iron.
And honestly, not real happy with the shot selection on that one.
Yeah, clearly a brain fade there. He's got to be a little smarter in his choice making.
Kicks to Ariza. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. That's 7 points for Trevor Ariza.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Cleveland. Amon Shumpert is coming for James. And a switch here also for Houston. Capella's checked in.
Cavaliers foul call.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that's an aggressive play to try to get the rebound. Just a little too aggressive.
And unnecessary. That's over the top. That's doing too much, Greg. He wasn't in good position there, and he was never going to get the ball. He just wasted a foul.
Thompson passes to Irving. The screen from Thompson. Irving attacking. 20 feet out. That's good. Irving's got 5.
Fellas, he just is struggling to get anything going. Right now, his shooting percentage in the quarter, 20%.
And it's Howard finishing it off.
And guys, that's one of the more basic plays in anybody's playbook, but not to mention also truly one of the best.
And Greg, the pick frees him up, and Clark, the dunk, caps it off.
Well, you know, for me, guys, it's all about positioning and anticipation on those screen plays, and they got it right there.